Hello everyone, it's Jaden. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, then hello, how are you? I do new videos every week, and I'm an aquarium hobbyist, I'm a plant guy, I'm an animal guy, and sometimes I do some vlogs. So if you're into that type of stuff, then go ahead and hit the subscribe button. It would really help me out a lot, and I would really appreciate it. In today's video, I'm going to be doing my top 5 easiest community aquarium fish to care for. This is just my personal opinion, and it's in no specific order. It's not like from easiest to hardest or hardest to easiest. It's just in a list format because that's easy to do. If you haven't watched any of my previous videos, then I did do a giveaway announcement that is still currently ongoing. So if you want to check that out and enter it, I'll leave a link to that in the description box below. It's really easy and simple to enter. And with all of that being said, let's go ahead and get right into the video. So number 1 for me is going to be the white cloud minnow, and like their name says, they come from White Cloud Mountain in China, and they come from fast-moving cold streams. And the great thing about these fish is that you don't even need a heater in the tank. They really thrive and enjoy water temperatures from 62 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit, so anywhere in there they're going to be really active and show off all the time. The males and females are constantly flaring at each other. They're very beautiful fish, and they like to stay in the top third of the aquarium. They're super easy to breed, and this is a fish that I would highly recommend for any beginning aquarium hobbyist. And they've become one of my favorite fish by far. Kind of a sad fact about these fish is that they were once thought to be extinct in the wild, and every single one that you find in the aquarium hobby now is going to be captive bred. They have since then found groups of the species in the wild in different rivers and streams, so they are no longer thought to be extinct, but they are on the critically endangered list. So like I said, every specimen of these fish that you're going to get at a pet store is going to be captive bred. They are omnivorous, so they'll eat almost anything you give them without ease. They are picky eaters, and they will just eat and eat and eat, so that's one thing you have to worry about, is overfeeding. And 2 for me is going to be the Betta splendens. The Betta splendens is like a super underrated fish in my opinion. It's very common, and you can find them at almost any pet store that you go to. They're very cheap most of the time, and usually people house them alone. These fish in my experience are very peaceful and very good community aquarium tank mates, especially when you pair them with fast moving fish like tetras, cardinal tetras, neon tetras, black skirt tetras, just fast-moving fish that aren't going to nip at their fins. These fish are tropical fish, so they do enjoy temperature ranges from 78 to 82 degrees Fahrenheit. They are omnivorous, so they'll eat anything you give them, and they're huge pigs, and they're very prone to constipation, so overfeeding is something that I would highly recommend to look out for. But yeah, like I said, the Betta splendens, once put in a community aquarium, if it has enough space, it's going to be a very peaceful and like a very good tank mate for your community aquarium. Number 3 for me is going to be black neon tetras. Black neon tetras are, in my opinion, some of the most peaceful and most chill community fish I've ever kept. They are very peaceful as long as you keep them in a school of 6 or more. The more fish, the better, obviously, if you have the space for it, but minimum of 6. They're super peaceful. They are super chill, much more chill than a neon tetra. A neon tetra is usually kind of picky and finicky and kind of hard to keep, but the black neon tetra is very hardy. And honestly, this is a fish that I would recommend for a lot of beginning aquarium hobbyists. They are tropical fish, so they do like temperatures ranging from 68 to 70 to 80 degrees. I have mine at about 79 degrees. And they really love it. They're very active fish. They're very social. And they don't nip at fins, like I said. They don't pick at each other. Neon tetras will usually pick at each other and be very nippy to other fish. But neon black tetras are really just chill. They'll just float around in the tank and look really pretty. They get to the max size of about 1 inch to 2 inches. And they get really long, and like their bodies will get really thick when they get old. They are omnivorous, so again, they will eat just about anything you give them. And again, they're just a very peaceful fish, highly recommended for beginning aquarium hobbyists. Number 4 for me, and I know it's very basic and probably expected in this video, and that is guppies. Guppies, I feel like, are very underrated for what they are too. They're very common in the aquarium hobby. You can find them at any pet store you go to. They're usually very cheap. And they are omnivorous. They do like to be a schooling fish, so the more fish that you keep together, the better behavior that they're going to get. They do appreciate a very highly planted aquarium just so they can hide and swim around and hunt and peck at things and graze. They are a tropical fish, and I've had really good luck keeping them at temperatures anywhere from 72 to 81 degrees. That's like the range that I would keep them in. I'm keeping mine at about 79 degrees. They're very active. The one thing that they do, and the one thing is that if you are trying to get into breeding fish, they are very, very easy to breed and highly recommended for first-time fish breeders and first-time aquarium hobbyists, all of that kind of stuff, because they are live bearers, so they hold their babies in them until they're fully produced and pop them out when they're already fully produced and full free swimming. So they're very easy to breed. They are very, very hardy. Like I said, that temperature range is usually from like 70 to 80 degrees. They're super hardy. You can keep them with almost about any fish. Sometimes they will get a bit nippy if you're not keeping them in bigger numbers, because they do like to be a schooling fish and they're confident in numbers. They're just so easy to care for, so beautiful, and I think they're very, very, very underrated. So number 4 on my list for easiest aquarium community fish is going to be guppies. The fifth and final fish for me is going to be dwarf gouramis. There's many varieties of dwarf gouramis, but specifically the powder blue gourami, the honey gourami, and the sparkling gourami are very, very good tank mates for a community aquarium, especially when paired with neon tetras, rasboras, celestial pearl danios, black skirt tetras, all of those. They're going to be very peaceful, and they are very, very personality-filled fish, especially the powder blue dwarf gourami. I had multiple for years, and they're so personality-filled, and I love them so much that when they did eventually pass of old age, I actually cried like a little baby because I loved them so, so much. They are amazing fish. They are very beautiful. They come in all varieties and colors, and they are a tropical fish, so they do enjoy temperatures ranging from 77 to 82 degrees Fahrenheit, so somewhere in there, and they'll be very happy and active. They are omnivorous, so they'll eat a wide variety of things and almost everything you give them, but they do prefer the more vegetarian side of things if you're able to provide that for them. Again, these fish are very peaceful. I would highly recommend them for a beginning aquarium hobbyist if you're going to do a community tank, just because they get along with just about anything you're going to put them in with. They're very friendly, very peaceful, and then they're just very personality-filled fish. So again, highly suggested for a beginning aquarium hobbyist. And with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. If you guys enjoyed this, then go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. That would really help me out a lot. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. It would really be amazing. Drop a comment down below if you feel like it. And if you haven't watched any of my previous videos, I did do a giveaway announcement, so I'll link that in the description box below. It's still ongoing. It's really easy to enter. And if you want to follow some of my social medias, I'll link those down in the description box below. So stay tuned for the next video, and until then, bye!